mercy. Hello everybody, how you doing? Welcome back to my channel. Happy Thursday. I'm hot. Oh my goodness, it's a beautiful day here in Toronto. But girl, I'm hot. I think it's only like 20 degrees, but I just can't cool myself down. Anyways, so this is my second try at making this video. I tried yesterday making this video. It didn't turn out right. So we're trying again today. This is the Milani Screen Queen Foundation. I got it in shade 220, which is natural beige. Excuse me, I had to burp. Digital blue light filter. So, and that is the reason why they call it the Screen Queen, because whatever is in here, the filters and stuff, is supposed to help, you know, as that blue light, because we're always staring at our phone, our computer, blah, blah, blah. So it's supposed to help, I guess, our skin. I grabbed this at Shoppers Drug Mart in the store. In the store, it's $23.99. Online at Shoppers Drug Mart Boutique, it's $21.99. Somebody tell me why. Why is that? Somebody tell me. I don't know. I don't know why it's a different price, but that's what it was. Anyways, there are how many shades? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45 shades on the Milani website, but I don't know if you're going to get the 45 shades at Shoppers Drug Mart online or even in the store. I personally don't think I've seen 45 shades in the store. What I did was first, though, because you know when you go to Shoppers, you're picking out a foundation, they don't have much in regards to what the shade is. So I always check that brand's website, try to find my shade. Yeah, FYI, I just got out of the shower. Girl, I shaved my legs. First time in like, I don't know how long. And you ever leave a spot? I literally left spot, same spot on both legs. Anyways, my husband's going to be happy because yesterday when he seen my hairy legs, he was like, girl, why you showing me that? So, legs are shaved. I even got a little skirt on. It's a beautiful day, right? So this is what it says about this foundation. It's created to give you woke up like this. Effortlessly perfected skin. It's a buildable light to medium coverage foundation. It says it's blurring imperfections, and it's got a luminous natural skin finish. So for me, again, I tried this yesterday, so I learned a few things yesterday. I'm going to try today differently. For me, whenever I get a foundation and it says natural finish, it tends to leave my skin looking dry, because my skin is dry to begin with. I like a luminous dewy finish. Those are the ones that works best for my skin. And I find if I have a natural finish foundation, the best thing for me to do is put on extra moisturizer. So I already have my Tatcha Dewy on, and I'm going to put a little bit of the Bobbi Brown vitamin C enriched face base. I always keep a little mini of this here. I used to have a little mini of Charlotte Tilbury, the magic cream as well, that I would keep here and put it on days when, you know, my skin was really dry and nothing was working, to put it over my moisturizer, or if, I don't know, if I was sitting here putting on makeup and thought that my skin needed a little bit extra more moisturizer, I usually like to have a little deluxe size of the Bobbi Brown or that Charlotte Tilbury magic cream, but I don't have any more of Miss Charlotte stuff. Tilbury. I always say Tilbury, but it's not, is it? It's freaking Tilbury. Darling. She drives me nuts. Oh my God. She was on Tati's channel. Tati did a video with her and Miss Charlotte one time, and that whole video, the way that woman talks, drove me bananas, like legit. And I'm going, does she talk like that like all the time in real life, or is that for show, right? But it seems like everything I ever looked or I've ever seen her on, that's legit the way she talks. Wouldn't that drive you mad? Wouldn't it though, if you were her friend and talking like that all the time? I'm like, girl, I want to smack her or something. Anyway, enough about Miss Charlotte Tilbury. We're talking about Miss Milani now. All right, so just rub that in a little bit. So we're going to see if this works with the foundation. Yesterday, I didn't put on extra moisturizer, and I didn't wear my Tatcha Dewy moisturizer because I'm reviewing the Garnier moisturizer, which is probably going to be good for me in the summertime. Maybe, but it's not enough moisture eyesing for me at the moment. So I'm like, okay, so today using this foundation, I'll make sure I got extra moisturizer on. All right. And yesterday I went with a brush on one side and the sponge on the other. And like, I'm just going to say it right now. I have yet to find a makeup brush that I like. So today I'm just doing the whole beauty blender because I'm a beauty blender girl. That's what I'm going to be using because that's what I would use for all of my foundations, right? Now, I really want to get that It Cosmetics foundation brush. This is my Tatcha Dewy primer, by the way. Like I said, we're doing extra moisturizing today, and I like this because it's got a luminous finish in the moisturizer as well. But I heard that It Cosmetics foundation brush, is it the Love Brush or something? A lot of people rave about that foundation brush. And I mean, I've tried several, like I have the, I got the Guerlain brush. I got a few foundation brushes here, one from Sigma, I think it is, or Pratique, which is Sigma's sister brand. But honestly, I'll tell you that I just don't like the way foundation brushes do my foundation. And I find everyone that I've tried so far leaves streakiness. And I know a lot of people will use the brush, just put the foundation on and then go over it with their beauty blender. So if you have a favorite foundation brush, let me know what it is in the comments down below. But I've heard great things about that It Cosmetics one. So I think one day I just might pop onto Shoppers Drug Mart and get it using my points because I think it's like a 40, it's between, isn't it, a 40 and a $50 brush? Something like that. I don't know the exact price of it, but I tell you, it's not $20, that's for sure. And it's one of those things where I'd rather buy it on Shoppers Drug Mart and use my points for it, because I can't imagine spending $20 on a brush, right? Like when I grab that Guerlain foundation brush, I use points for that to get it for free. Anyway, because for me, when I buy brushes, it's literally got to be like 5 or 6 for $13.99 or less. That's my brush buying, Anyways, here we go. Or wouldn't it be nice to see like the actual brush as an Ipsy add-on or in a box? Wouldn't that be lovely? All right, so that's one pump. See how she goes. So I usually do one pump first and I just dab it on my face like this, like that. It's a little bit thick, so it's a bit of a thick consistency. Do you guys find, for you personally, that you like a thicker foundation or you like a liquidy foundation? I actually never really noticed, to be honest. I think I'll pay attention to that. Because I know like my Guerlain foundations are thick, and then like my L'Oreal, 2 of my L'Oreal favorites are like a liquidy kind of foundation. So I think this is the perfect shade that I picked out. The 220 Natural Beige. And again, go on the website instead of, trying to figure out your shade online at Shoppers Drug Mart, because on the website, like say shade 100, it's called Classic Alabaster. It's porcelain with neutral undertone. You know what I mean? And you don't find that on Shoppers Drug Mart where it says like my shade is 220. It's called Natural Beige, but on the Milani website, it tells you that it's light with cool undertone, right? It actually says fair to light. It says fair and then dash light, and I was going, uh-oh, is this going to be my shade? But I think it's working perfectly. I do want a little bit more, and honestly, I can tell a difference already by putting on that extra moisturizer. Oh, that was a big old pump. I can tell a difference right now. I don't know what it's going to be like once it oxidizes, but putting on the extra moisturizer seems to have made a difference today than it was yesterday, because yesterday when I put it on, like, it just looked really, really dry on my skin. And natural foundations, like natural finish foundations, do that anyways for my skin. And they said you can build it up. I want to build it up a little bit because I want to cover up some of the redness, light to medium, so it's not, you're not going to get a full coverage foundation out of this, right? But I'm thinking she's doing all right now with that extra moisturizing. It's definitely not as dry looking as it was yesterday. Okay. Maybe a little bit down here. It's going a little bit dry, but I like a foundation that, you know, when you put the foundation on, you can't even tell that you have foundation on. That's, you know, my favorite type of foundation. You know, you put it on your skin, and if you're standing there talking to somebody and they just think that's your skin, you know, that's your skin tone, you know what I mean? It looks really natural, and I find a luminous dewy for myself personally that does that for me, right? Okay, I think that's enough. I think you are enough foundation today, because I'm still going to put concealer on as well. Okay. Okay, so far, it's not looking as dry as it did yesterday. Yeah, like so far, she's looking okay. I gotta say, what a difference. What a difference from yesterday. Because yesterday, girl, she just looked really, really dry. Big, huge difference from yesterday. And again, that's definitely because of the extra moisturizer that I put on. And then the Tatcha Dewy Primer helped as well. And the Bobbi Brown face base. So if you have dry skin, that's what I find with every foundation that always says it has a natural finish. For me personally, I have to make sure I really moisturize my skin. So I'll go ahead and put on my daily moisturizer, and then I'll put on a little bit more of a moisturizer. And I find like this Bobbi Brown face base is really thick. I find these are like really good for that natural foundation finish if you have dry skin. Okay, now we also got to find, oh guys, don't forget about my Mother's Day giveaway. I just pulled it out of my drawer. So if you haven't entered that, I'll leave it at the end of this video. And it's Thursday. Again, I don't know if I'm going to be live this weekend. I'm thinking like once the nice weather comes on, I won't be live every Saturday of the month. So I'll let you know on the weekends that I will be live, that I will schedule a live. What I am going to say is if I happen to pop up live sometime this weekend, then if you're around, come by and say hi. But if you don't see me pop up, then I'm not live, right? I just don't know what the weekend is going to be like, you know, and what I'm going to be doing on a Friday or a Saturday night. So right now I have myself not scheduled to be live, but if I happen to pop up, then I'm here. Anyways, I'm really digging this foundation, I must say. I'm going to get a little bit closer. Yeah. Wow, what a difference from yesterday. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm going to go and finish my full face. I will be using my picks that I picked out, my beauty picks that I picked out this week. And what are they? Just so I can let you know. I'm going to be using the iconic Slay Today or Play or Day to Slay. Yeah, Day to Slay eyeshadow palette. I have a question for you guys, because now I've worn this on Monday. I wore it yesterday. I think I wore it on Tuesday. And I've been using the Makeup Revolution eye primer with it. Today I'm going to use a different primer. I think I'm going to use, let's see here. I'm thinking I'm going to use one that a lot of people like and said are like a tried and true. And I've heard good things about this Urban Decay Potion primer. Is it called Potion? I don't know what it's called. So I'm going to use that. But my question to you guys is, and I guess I'll find out too for sure once I do my eyes, is, so this came from Boxycharm. I know Miss Lorinda, I believe this is Miss Lorinda had gifted this to me. And I know it came from Boxycharm. I know Iconic London is at Sephora right now. I looked yesterday. They don't have eyeshadow palettes at Sephora. But my question is, if you've bought an Iconic London from the actual website, have you compared it to the Boxycharm palette? Because this is made in PRC, People's Republic of China. And since I've been wearing this all week, I find it to be, the shades are beautiful, but I find it to be looking dry and patchy on my eyes. You can see in my Monday or Tuesday video that it looks really dry and patchy. So I'm going, okay, is it is it the primer itself that I'm using, or is it the eyeshadow? So I want to know what you guys think of this eyeshadow that you got from Boxycharm, and if you actually have an iconic London eyeshadow palette from the actual brand, if there's a difference. But yeah, so I'm going to try, I'm playing with it again. I love all the shades. It's gorgeous. I'm going to play with it again, see if a different primer helps, not make it look so patchy and dry. And I will be back with a full face of makeup on, and we'll see how this Miss Milani is doing as it oxidizes down and stuff like that. I think what I should do is put a little spray on. This is the, what do you call it? The Pure Illuminating Setting Spray that I got in Cosbox. And when I got it, I sprayed it. I couldn't really tell what it smelled like because I had sprayed that lavender deep pillow spray, which I can't stand lavender, and this stuff smells like lavender. So I was like, I don't know what it smells like because all I can smell is that deep pillow spray, which is lavender, and this is what this smells like. So I'm not a fan of the smell, but I cannot find my e.l.f. Coconut Dewy Mist. Coconut Dewy Setting Mist. I can't find it anywhere. Like, I literally can't find it anywhere, and it's my favorite setting spray. So yeah, you don't need to go spend an arm and a leg on a setting spray, girl. Get e.l.f. e.l.f. is so much better. I think it's fabulous. I love the e.l.f. Anyways, I'm going to go now and finish my face with my burning fingers. Oh my God, yesterday I was cooking and I had to put Scotch bonnet peppers in my sauce. And I didn't put gloves on. Let me tell you something. Don't do that, okay? Do not do that. My fingertips have been burning since yesterday because I was touching the peppers. Burning. Like, they're legit on fire still. So don't do that. Anyway, I will be back in a minute. Okay. Hello, I'm back. This is the final look. Let me tell you, this was a struggle today. Foundation is, she's gone dry, girl. She is doing this breaking up around my nose stuff. I mean, it's not the worst foundation I've ever tried. It's definitely not my best. I'd say it's in the middle, right? But it's not as dry as it looked yesterday, so the extra moisturizer really did help make a difference. It's not looking as dry as it did yesterday. But when these foundations say that they're a natural finish, on me, they're never a natural finish, because I always think natural finish means it looks like you have no foundation on. But if you're standing next to me, you know that I have foundation on. That's what I think a natural finish should mean, right? Again, I have dry skin, so for people with normally skin or maybe even a little bit of oily skin, this might be fantabulous for them, you know? Yeah. It's still a nice foundation. Like, it's nice. Like, around this area here, it looks kind of dry. It is doing some break and uppage around my nose here. You know, still in all, I think my favorite pharmacy foundation is definitely my L'Oreal's. My L'Oreal Lumi foundation and the L'Oreal Age Rewind Serum is my favorite L'Oreal foundation. This is like one of my favorite foundations of all time, right? So for me, does Milani beat this? No, it doesn't. Again, it's not a bad foundation. You know, it's not bad. It's not one of the worst I've ever tried. It's not even like the fourth worst I've ever tried. Do you know what I'm saying? It's okay, but if I had a choice, I wouldn't pick it, you know? But I will wear this again maybe when I do a full face of Milani video. you know, something like that. But for me, for an everyday foundation, I wouldn't wear it because it makes it look like I have foundation on my skin. It's doing a breaking up part around my nose, and in some areas it does look dry on me. But definitely using that extra bit of moisturizer made it look a lot better than yesterday. And this eyeshadow, oh my god, this whole face was a lot of work today. So I use the Urban Decay Potion Primer. I got a mini, I think it was like 100 points at Sephora. I'm loving this primer, like really, really liking this primer. Made such a huge difference compared to what my eyes looked like a couple days ago by using the Makeup Revolution primer. So I'm thinking I'm sticking to this one for a while until I can get my favorite, which is a Gerard Cosmetics primer. But what do I think of this? I think it definitely looks a lot better on my eyes than it did a couple of days ago. But I found that I had to work, like I had to do a lot of blending to make it not look so patchy. The primer though, what a difference. I think definitely the primer made a huge difference in this application than in the whole week, but I've been using the other one, definitely. But I found I had to do a lot of blending, but eventually it worked. It's not patchy and it's not looking as dry as a couple of days ago. So I'm thinking I can touch that up to it's the primer that made it look dry, right? I found with the shimmer, it kind of looks cracked and patchy. So I really, like, I went in with my fingertip first, which I usually always do. And that wasn't doing it. So I had to take my brush and really, like, swipe it and try to get the dryness and, like, the cracks and the patchiness to look a little bit better. So, yeah, you know, this is their darkest color. So I had to tap this one on a few times to just darken out that inner corner. It's a nice palette. It is. It's a nice palette. Make sure you have a good primer. And, you know, you do have to blend. Like, you got to blend it. But if you blend it really well, take your time with it, you can make a nice look. It's still, like, still the shimmer kind of still looks a little bit cracked. You know, when you put shimmers on and do that cracked looking on your eyelid. Still kind of looks like it, but it's fine. You know, it's, again, not my favorite palette in regards to formula. Love the shades and stuff. But, I mean, it's a nice palette. You know, if you get it in your box, good. I wouldn't buy this unless I knew Iconic London's actual palette from their actual brand is different. Like, I wouldn't go and buy this if it didn't come in a box. Do you know what I'm saying? But I do want to try something from the actual brand Iconic London from their website and see if there's a difference. You know, hopefully eventually they'll send something to Sephora that's an eyeshadow palette from this company, because right now I looked, I didn't see anything, any eyeshadows. So when they do come out with something at Sephora, like eyeshadows from Iconic London, the actual brand, and I know this is the actual brand, they collabed with Boxycharm. I want to see if there's a difference. That's what I'm saying. I want to see if there's a difference between their actual, what you buy on their website, if there's a difference from what you buy on their website, or if it's the same exact thing as what you got in Boxycharm. That's what I want to know. Anyway, but I don't mind my look. I don't. Again, it was a lot of work. This foundation is, the longer I have it on, the more it's breaking up on my skin. Yep. Oh, she got real dry down here now. So, yeah, dry skin, I don't know. This foundation is not for you if you have dry skin. Maybe, I don't know. Everyone's different, right? You could have dry skin and love this foundation. You know what I mean? Everyone's skin is different. For me personally, it's not for me. It's not. You know what I want to do? I want to do a battle of the brands versus Milani, the Screen Queen, versus the new Catrice foundation. I want to do a battle and see which one out of those two I like best. So I'm hoping to get that new Catrice foundation. There's only like 5 or 6 shades offered at Shoppers, and it's not in any Shoppers in my area yet, which is kind of crappy. So I'm thinking, you know, you might have to buy it on a shopper on the actual Catrice website, which is probably better because they got so many more shades there anyways, you know what I mean? So we'll see. Anyways, coming up, tomorrow I'm doing a Mother's Day giveaway. So stay tuned for that. We're going to pick the winner of the Mother's Day giveaway. That's coming up tomorrow. I am going to be placing an order to Annabelle. You know Annabelle, that's at Shoppers, the cheap brand Annabelle. It's Canadian. I'm placing an order for there. I want to do a full face on that. I will be doing What's New at Pharmacy coming up next week. And I do want to do a full face of pharmacy products. Who knows? I might use this. I don't know, right? But I'm going to be paying attention a lot more to things in the pharmacy in the next 2 weeks anyways, hopefully getting some of those videos out. And if there's something at the pharmacy you want me to try, let me know in the comments down below. I definitely want to give Essence a try. I want to try some of their brushes and blush and bronzers and stuff like that, because I know there's some things. Oh, Essence, listen, Tati Westbrook has a favorite mascara from Essence, and I know it's the Princess mascara, but is it the pink one or is it the blue one? So if you know, leave it in the comment down below, because I really want to try that mascara. I know she loves this one, and so do a lot of people. I just don't know if it's the pink or if it's the blue. So let me know in the comments down below. So that's what's coming up, and I hope you're having a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow with the winner of the giveaway. Don't forget to like my video, everybody. Bye.